Hey babes, welcome to my channel. First of all, cheers for making it into the new year. It's such a great blessing. So happy 2024 babes. I'm so excited to be Happy 2024 babes. I'm so excited to be shooting this video. This is just kind of like a push for people out there who are still struggling with attaining their goals. So I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not a perfect person. I just feel like these things have worked for me because I applied them accordingly last year. And I thought I should share them with some people who are struggling because listen, it's so hard. Like it's so hard to actually, when you don't have anybody pushing you to do something, like it's so hard. So I understand what people go through. And I just want to share with you guys what worked for me. And please pardon my voice because I'm just recovering from a bad cold. Like I've had a cold for like 6 days now. And I thought it was finally gone today, but I went to church because today's the first Sunday of the year and it was freezing cold in church, so my nose got clogged up again. So please forgive me for sounding like this. Happy 2024, and I know this is gonna be a great year for all of us. We're gonna achieve our goals. So I want you to, if you're watching this right now, please pour yourself a drink and cheers to 2024, to good health, to long life, to guidance, to money, to happiness, to prosperity. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, you guys know what to do. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for returning and watching my videos. New subscriber, very big welcome. So I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers by my birthday, which is on March the 11th of this year. I'm really excited and I hope you guys can help me get to that goal. Like I appreciate everybody who supported my video by watching, liking, sharing. I really appreciate that, guys. Like you guys are literally helping me push toward my goals. So thank you so much. But before I start yapping and talking about everything, I just want to kind of share this with somebody out there who might be, not knowing where to start, or just having all these visions in your head but not knowing where to go from there, or just hoping, dreaming for years. So it's very easy to set up a vision board. Like I could literally just wake up today and put a bunch of stuff: G-Wagon money, success, hot body. Like it's easy for anybody to make a vision board, and I'm not saying those things don't come true, but what are you doing to actually get to these goals that you have on your vision board? Because you might find yourself making these vision boards every year and you notice that the things that you want are the same things over and over again. A lot of people just rush into making a vision board without actually understanding how a vision board works. So if you've had that vision board, or if you have the same visions every year and you don't feel like anything is moving, then this video is for you. So last year in 2023, I uploaded a video right here on my YouTube, and I shared my vision board with my subscribers. And I want to say, out of I don't know how many things I had on that vision board, but I'm just going to show you guys right now because I think I still have it as my screensaver. I haven't updated it to this year's vision board, but let me see, 1, 2. I don't know if you guys can see from here. It was last year's vision board. So out of all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So out of all these like 20 things, or I think it might be a little bit over 20, I'm so proud to say at least 8 of these visions kicked off. And why am I saying only 8 kicked off? And why is it such a big? So some of the things that were here were out of my control. Of course, certain things is God's timing. But I believe there's certain things that we can work on as individuals to push us to getting what we want. So I haven't yet created my vision board for this year. I did write down everything, but I want to share with you guys what kind of helped me achieve those 8 things. And these were not little things. These were like big things that required a lot of investments, and I'm really proud of myself. I didn't achieve everything, like I said. I'm so proud of myself that I pushed myself to do these things. So you want to buy a house, you want to have a G-Wagon, you want to have a successful business, and you want to eat healthy. So you have these things on your vision board, and the year is going by. What are you doing to get these things? quite alright, they are on your vision board. How often are you looking at your vision board? I always tell people to have their vision board in their phones and to be their screensaver. So every time you pick up your phone, you're looking at it, because that kind of reminds you. And of course, it depends on how bad you want it. But okay, let's get back to what we're talking. Let's start this all over again. So you have a house, you have a Chanel bag, you have a G-Wagon, and you have eating healthy. So you have these things on your vision board, and a lot of people just put this stuff and then just keep on hoping and dreaming. Maybe I'm gonna find this one day. Maybe I'm gonna have enough money. You know, you're working a regular job and I'm gonna buy one day. But this is where everybody goes wrong, because you have the vision, but you're not working towards it. So what I did at the beginning of the year is, for the things that I felt like I desperately wanted, that were like an emergency for me, like I needed it by tomorrow, I wrote it down in a journal. I had my iPad by then, but I'm still trying to get into this digital stuff. I love to write stuff down. So I wrote down all my top goals, and I said, okay, so I want to get my teeth done. I didn't get my teeth done, by the way, but I'm just saying that. So I want to get my teeth done. What do I need to get my teeth done? So of course I need money. I need to first find where I want to do my teeth. I need to consult, see how much it costs. I need money. Okay, so my regular job is not paying me enough for me to do my teeth. What am I gonna do? Okay, so I'm gonna do DoorDash after work. If I need 5,000 to do my teeth, I'm gonna divide 5,000 by maybe days and see how much I need a day to raise the money. Okay, all right, so I need 5,000. When am I gonna do this? I'm gonna do this in August. So it's January now. I have 8 months or 9 months to do my teeth, to save up money for my teeth, and I have to DoorDash for maybe 52 days. Like, we're just putting this hypothetically. Like, I have to DoorDash for 52 days. So 52 days is gonna give me $45. If I do DoorDash for 52 days, I'm gonna aim to get $45, so that by August 10th, I have $5,000 for my teeth. So that's more of a realistic plan on how to get to your goals. So a lot of people just have these goals and they have no plan whatsoever. They just keep on hoping and dreaming, or thinking it's just gonna come by, manifesting without actually putting in the work. So you can put all those fancy pictures on your vision board, but if you're not making a plan on how you're gonna get there, you're not gonna do it. So same thing as a house. What does it take to buy a house? You probably need a certain credit score. You need, a certain amount of money. You have this money ready for a down payment. So, okay, your credit is bad. What are you gonna do? Okay, so I need to pay off my credit cards. Okay, my job is not giving me enough money to pay my credit cards. I need to find a side hustle to pay off my credit cards. So you have to come up with a plan. And when I say a plan, I mean like a daily plan. So how am I gonna pay off this credit card? Let's say you owe $4,000 on your credit card, and that's gonna bump your credit up. You have to put yourself into daily plans. Like it depends on how bad you want these things. That's why I always recommend that people set realistic goals. That's number one, because we have 4 quarters in the year. So in the first quarter, write down what you want to achieve in the first quarter, which is realistic. If it's supernatural and God makes it happen, great for you. But try to write down realistic goals for the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and the fourth quarter. And you want to first of all start with tackling the things in the first quarter. So things that are like kind of short-term goals that you know you can achieve in a short period of time. I want to get 10,000 followers. I'm at 5,000. Okay, what am I supposed to do to get 5,000 followers? I have to do this. Okay, I have to post content daily. So when am I going to be making this content? Okay, so every weekend I'm going to film content for the whole week. You know what I mean? So you have to really come up with a plan that is, sustainable for you, that is easy to fit into your lifestyle, and you have to be very consistent. You have to be very disciplined. For me, when I want something really bad, like, I go for it. If I didn't do something, it's just because I didn't want it that bad, and of course other things have just kind of distracted me, and that's not the main focus at the point. I have other priorities. That's why I found it better that if you do things had a lot of goals on my vision board. Some of them might have been unrealistic for a year, to be honest, because I was maybe focusing on other things that were kind of like, So you really have to sit down, and it's not too late. Nobody has to do it on the 1st of January. Like, you can start planning next week. 2 weeks into January, you can start planning. and tell yourself like, okay, so what are my goals for the rest of the year? And like I said, realistic goals. If God decides to just bless you and abundantly, that you know beyond expectation, the favor, you know how favor is. When favor strikes, is favor. Things that you never even knew. Like you had $10 in your account on 1st January, and by November you have $1 million in your account. Like that's favor when God just does things like supernaturally. So that does happen, of course, if you are a believer and you know you trust and believe in God. But you also have to put in the work, because if God sees you doing something that you really want to do, you're pushing for it, and you're doing everything you can to get where you want to be, and you're asking God for direction, you're asking God for guidance, I believe that, you know, God definitely comes through. So you're not going to just want a big house, you're not going to want to have a successful business when you're not putting in the work. I'll hold myself accountable for my business. So last year was a very bad year for my business, the worst. And I'm not going to say I didn't want it that bad. I didn't want it bad, I just wasn't putting in the work. I did have goals that I set for my business. I said by the end of the year, you know, I want my business to hit 6 figures, but I had other goals that I feel like I put first, and I focused on getting those because they were also kind of gonna help me to get into you know pumping my business up and you know blowing my business up. And I'm proud of actually pushing for what I felt was a priority at that time. So this year, definitely, like when I tell you guys that my business is something I'm not playing about this year, like I promise you guys, like I'm going so hard for my business, and I have a plan that I really like started jotting down from last year, because I want to say the last 3 months of 2023 for me were very personal. I had a lot of like self-reflection. I had to reflect on the things I was doing throughout the year and what I had gotten out of doing those things. And of course, those are things that I have to cut down this year because they didn't give me any results, any fruit. It was just like I was doing things and time was passing, and you know, by the time you know, it's like, okay, I did achieve certain stuff, but imagine if I cut off X, Y, Z, I would have had A, B, C. You know what I mean? So of course you do have to have like a self-audit and ask yourself these questions. Look at what you've been doing through the months, like from January to December of 2023. Like, look at how your lifestyle was, what you were doing with, who you were associating with, and what results it brought you. If you see that it didn't bring anything tangible, it didn't bring anything beneficial to you, then those are things that you need to cut off. Like, you need to literally get a pen and a paper and write down everything. Look at your Snapchat memories. You know, everything is on Snapchat. We always record. Look at your photos. And just take a little self-audit and see what you've been doing. Like, have you been partying too much? Have you been hanging out with friends too much? Have you been sleeping too much? Watching Netflix? Like, look at all these things and ask yourself what results they got you in 2023. So, if, you know, you're a high achiever and you want to achieve much more this year, then doing the same things that didn't give you no results last year is not going to help you this year. And it takes your mindset and your discipline to change that for this year. Change is not a one-day process, but like I said, if you want it that bad, you go for it, and you know, you cut off those bad habits, replace them with good habits. So try to replace those bad habits with good habits. And another thing I want to say too is, like, life is really stressful, and honestly, I love to have fun. I love to go out. I love to, you know, sometimes like socialize, hang out with my friends, go partying sometimes, respond to all the invites. Oh, party here, house party, I'm here. Oh, party in Houston, I'm on the next flight. Like, that is me, and that was my life. I know on my vision board I said I want to travel so much. Last year was a year that I traveled the most. Like, my friends literally said I was on tour because I was on a plane every month. When I say every month, like, no lies, I was always going somewhere. Like, I was in and out of Orlando. People had asked me if I moved from here. So yeah, so life is so stressful, and of course we do all need that time to relax and to have fun or do whatever makes us happy. But one thing that I learned, one thing that I'm still learning, one thing I'm actually putting into, I started putting, I want to say 3 months before the year ended, I started applying most of these um, principles or habits. So towards the end of the year, I want to say the last quarter of the year is when I started applying a lot of things into my life, because that's when I started having that self-reflection. I didn't want to wait to the end of the year, but when I started practicing those things, like all these good habits, replacing the good and the bad habits, it really helped me do a lot. So this is what I feel like when it comes to fun. When you write down your goals, and of course the short-term goals that are realistic, like, okay, I have this certification class to finish and it's going to take me a month to finish this certification. You really need to learn how to shut yourself in and just close yourself until you get the job done. So I call it like the 50-50 rule. So hard work gets rewarded with fun. So I'm only going out, or I'm only traveling, I'm only going on these trips when I'm done with this certain specific goal. So this always helped me push my goals, because I know, okay, I want to get away from the hard work. I want to, have some fun and just go out with my friends. Okay, something is coming up in 3 weeks, but I have 30 videos to post on YouTube. I have 30 videos to film and edit on YouTube. So that would make me, and that's just an example, because I've never uploaded 30 videos on YouTube that quick. But so that's gonna push you to say okay, hey, I have this thing coming up, and if I can't finish this by this date, I really want to go for this event, or I really want to do this, then I can't go. And that really just helps you push your goals, because I did that on so many things, and I really had a clear mind. Even though I know I was going out there partying and visit my friend in other states, drinking or whatever, it really just kind of helped me to stay focused. They say back home, they're like, no play made Johnny a dull boy or something like that. Johnny was always reading books, so he became a dull, whatever. So you definitely, the mind needs to refresh. You always can't be go, 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 go. No. I mean, you can be like that, but I personally, for me personally, it doesn't work. I really need some time to just kind of breathe and relax and, have some fun, then lose. So when you set your goals, you obviously want to put a time frame to certain goals, especially the realistic short-term goals. And, you want to finish your schoolwork or whatever. You tell yourself hey, I don't care who's inviting me on the weekend. I don't care what's going on. But if I don't get my schoolwork done, I'm not going nowhere. So this kind of keeps you grounded, and your main focus is, your goal at that point until you finish it. And of course, you don't want to rush it, okay? And like I said, these are realistic short-term goals. Things that, okay, I can finish this in a month. I'm going to do this in a month. And then at the end of the month, yeah, I'll go partying. So for me personally, this month of January is just kind of a planning month for me. So I'm not going to no parties. I'm not going out of town. I'm not doing anything fun. I mean, I can have a glass of wine at home. I feel like that's fine. Maybe I can smoke a hookah a little bit, though I don't really smoke hookah that much. But I can do all that in the comfort of my home just to relax. But that's not distracting for me, because when I'm on my own, I can drink maybe 2 glasses of wine and I'm done. And I only drink on the weekends, by the way. So Saturdays, Sundays, I pick one day I want to drink. And I was so I was down all weekend, and I went to church today. I went into this wine store. I got this glass. I got a bottle of wine, and I'm just trying it right now. I shouldn't be though, because I don't know. My nose is too clogged, but I'm not on any medication, so I'm whatever. But yeah, what I'm saying is that I know it's a distraction for me personally. With me going partying or going for parties, that's fine when I know my limit. When I don't know my limit, or I don't even want to say when I don't know my limit, but for me, a night out, especially at this age, if I go out on a Saturday night, Sunday is canceled out, because no matter how much I drink, it feels like the next day, like I'm in a coma. I can't wake up. I'm sleeping all day. So, and then it's like I'm off on the weekends from work. So I'm trying to use my weekends to be productive, to film content. So when I know I've done everything I have to do for the month and I need to go party my ass off, then okay, fine. I don't mind wasting my weekend, but it's not really gonna be much of that this year, to be honest, because this girl got goals. This girl got. Listen, I got goals. I don't want to talk about them right now because I'm just saying this year I'm working. Me personally, I'm working. You want to wait till next year? That's up to you. But one thing I'll tell you is that as years go by, things are changing. And I would always recommend you start where you are. Like, it don't matter if you're seeing this video in June, July, just start. Don't wait for the new year to start or rebrand yourself. Do it from wherever you are and just go with the flow from there, because let me tell you, you're missing out so many opportunities. You're missing out so much money for waiting for the perfect moment. Me, one thing I told myself right now is I'm not waiting for any more perfect moments. I'm doing whatever makes me happy. Whatever it is to achieve my goals, I'm gonna do it. Especially the things I'm passionate about. I don't care who's watching. I might get 5 likes. I might get 5 views or 20 views. It's okay. It's something I'm passionate about doing. I know it's gonna pay off one day, but I'm not hungry, money hungry about it. I'm just like doing it because, like, let me stay with YouTube. Like, I'm so passionate about doing hair and, you know, makeup, whatever, dressing up. And I started my channel 4 years back. But in between, there was a lot of distractions, a lot of inconsistency, and, you know, a lot of self-doubt. So of course those moments I was like, oh my gosh, I don't think I'm good enough, comparing myself to people, and all that just made me lose out on opportunities, on money, on everything. So now I just do what the heck I love to do, and I know it's gonna pay off. So if you have ears, take this word and go with it. So, to summarize everything I said in this video, what you're gonna do after you watch this video is you're gonna write, first of all, some of you may never have had vision boards. You might not have had a vision board last year. You might have just spoken what you wanted. Okay, so let's say you had a vision board, you didn't have a vision board. I want you to self-assess yourself and ask yourself what you did last year in 2023. From January, March, January, February, March, April, May, June. Write down everything on a piece of paper and write down what you did the most. If you went to work all month, you didn't party, just, you know, write down what you did in the majority of your time. So you're gonna do that from January to December. Once you're done with that, ask yourself, what did you achieve last year? Okay? And once you see what you achieved last year, then you're gonna know what habits you should not be carrying into this year. So you didn't achieve nothing. Okay? You didn't achieve nothing. You're gonna go back and see what you were doing over the months. Hanging out with friends, getting drunk, smoking, sleeping, watching Netflix, playing video games, you know, gossiping. It could be anything. And yeah, you might think you are productive because you're not going anywhere, you're staying in the house. Now, sometimes staying home is actually the worst because, you know, networking with people out there. That's why I always recommend that sometimes you have to step out, go somewhere, meet people, because you never know who you bump into. And like they say these days, your network is your network. So don't stop yourself from going out there, because if you're going there for a cause, a good purpose, to network, then that's fine. You better go there. But a lot of people think when they stay home, then they're being productive. But yeah, so you're gonna look at what you've been doing. If you spend a lot of time just indoors scrolling through Instagram on your phone, watching Netflix, or, you know, watching movies, then of course that's not something you want to carry into the new year if you want to work on your goals. You want to become a content creator or an influencer and you are watching TV or just scrolling through pictures on Instagram and TikTok, laughing at TikToks, no, you need to cut off your TikTok time. Give yourself a limit, 1 hour. And on that 1 hour, I'm going to be seeing what other people like me are doing and how they're making it. That's how you're going to spend that 1 hour instead of just scrolling there and nothing. Oh, they post 5 times a week. So now you have to start thinking, I need to post 5 times a week to do this. I need to post 5 times a week to get like this. Okay, so yeah, you did a self-assessment, you figured out what you're doing and what results it brought you. So after you're done with your self-assessment, you're gonna see what you spend the majority of time doing, what results it brought you, and depending on what the results were, if they were good or bad, I'm gonna think there were just no results at all. So now you're gonna have to cross out whatever you were doing last year and try to replace this with things that are gonna help you get your goals. So let's say you wanna be a content creator, you wanna be a model, or whatever it is, YouTube or whatever. So now instead of you sleeping and just watching Netflix, you're gonna use that time and say, okay, hey, I have to film 5 YouTube videos through the week, edit them, and then I can watch a Netflix movie, or then I can spend my whole day sleeping or my off day sleeping. A lot of us don't have time. Like, I work a regular 9 to 5 too. I'm off on the weekends and I get off very late every day. So my weekends is just like my weekend is like my prime time. Like, I love weekends. I'm always looking for the weekends because weekend is when I can do my personal stuff. Not that I can't do it in the week, but I just feel like I have more of that time on the weekends. So of course, once you now replace those habits, and trust me, when you do something for 21 days, it becomes part of you. Like, it's a habit now and it's not going nowhere. And you gotta stay consistent, and every day you wake up, you gotta be looking at your vision board because it's gonna be your wallpaper. So you wake up in the morning and you say a little prayer. Of course, you gotta pray. Now I'm telling you, you gotta pray, because if you don't involve God or whatever higher power, you gotta ask for guidance. You gotta pray every day. When you wake up, that's the first thing that I do. And of course, this has developed as a habit. Before, I'll wake up and start looking at my phone, but now I have to wake up and pray first. Thank God for the day, thank God for waking me up. And my phone is filming right there, but my phone, my screensaver is literally my vision board. So that every day I wake up, I'm just kind of giving myself this visual reminder of the things that I need to be doing. Because sometimes your vision board might be tucked away somewhere, so like on food display, so you can't even see it. So I have a routine now that I set up before this new year began, and I personally didn't have to wait for the new year to really get on this, go. I started this about 3 months ago, and I just really see that those little habits that you change really goes a long way with helping you do the things that you desire. So for this year, I'm really not going to talk much. I don't even think I'm going to be sharing my vision board with you guys. Of course, for accountability, I probably will do that. I don't know, I'm still thinking about it because I haven't even made my vision board. I have everything in writing, but I just really haven't put it out there. I haven't even made a digital one. So, yeah, but it's very easy. Once you, it just depends on how bad you want it. Like, for me, I'm just so tired of, living paycheck to paycheck and struggling and not just be able to live life to the fullest. Like, I hate working a regular 9 to 5. My dream is just to, be an entrepreneur, have my own businesses. So I feel like right now I'm like, this is not for me. I'm too creative for 9 to 5. And once you want it that bad, when you get tired and just say like, listen, I'm done. Like, when it's time. So I've been messing around for like 3-4 years. And listen, when it's your time, it's your time. And I'm saying my time, I feel like it's coming soon, where, God is going to bless me in my business and in everything. All my heart's desires that, I won't have to work anymore. And I'll be able to provide for my family the way I would like to provide and not depend on, a paycheck that I'm receiving for, working 40 hours, working 30 hours. So I'm really just excited to see what this year brings. Um, I'm actually preparing my own digital planner in my Canva. I'm not gonna sell it or anything, and I didn't want to buy anybody's planner. Not because I didn't want to support, but because I feel like a lot of planners I've seen out there, like I've taken a glimpse, like they don't have everything I want. They don't have everything I want, so I really want to just customize it and take my time. And I'm almost done with it, so maybe I will share with you guys when I'm done. But guys, this is the end of today's video. If you got something out of this video, please let me know. Share your thoughts and comments in the comment section. My nose is like literally about to like but I can't breathe through my nose right now. But anyways, if you learned something, if you got something out of this video, I really want you to just go right now, do that self-assessment. Once you get the results from your self-assessment, replace the habits that you had last year with new habits that are going to help you achieve the things on your vision board. And of course, you have this vision, you know what you want, and you have to research and say, what does it take for me to do this? What are people who are buying houses, what have they done? How much are they putting aside? Okay, you find out how much they put aside, but you work your regular job. So now you have to find out how you can make that extra money, and everything has to be planned out. You have to plan out your day every single day. I know sometimes things happen, but be organized. You have to stay organized, stay on top of things. That's the only way that you're going to make it. But if you just want to wake up and do whatever comes, it doesn't work. You have to be organized, plan your day every day. And I'm going to leave a few notes in the description box if you guys just want to go back and copy and paste them somewhere in your notes and just look at them when you kind of forget. But I just really want everyone to do that, guys. It has worked for me in the last quarter of the year. I want to say that my mindset is different. I didn't have to wait for the new year to get this new mindset. This is something I started doing 3 months ago, like I said. So it's been very easy for me to just transition into this new year and just keep up with everything I've been doing. So again, guys, I can't breathe right now. My nose is extremely clogged. I have to go take a hot shower and just, stock up my nose or something because it is. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Share this video with somebody who you think might find it helpful, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I will be seeing you guys in my next video. I'm probably going to be uploading a hair video this week, or like a try and haul, which I was filming today. I'm going to be sharing that with you guys this week. So it's going to be bye for now. Make sure you subscribe and your notification bell is on. I love you guys, and thank you so much for the support.